I'll just go for it. Okay. Spinner of plates, balancer of acts, life liver on ego's edge, my ego, could fall if not careful. This is a poem to a deprived state. In and around the closed down shops of my hometown, there's hardly space, with clothes thrown down around and plastic littering the streets, and metal cans, Tesco's own brand cider. Next to the empty can, a small plastic baggie embellished with a smiley-faced emoji. Nonchalant drug use is rife in town. An addiction to absence from self. Lack of love, result broken windows, result bruises, domestic. See a Spa and Londis on every street corner. They contain premium-priced alcohol, fueling the next night's endurance. We wonder when our inner screams will cease. Muffled when we look away, how will they cease? Screams eat one another every day. Hometown, I visit you and I feel like a gambler. But I left, pushed you into my past. New life learned me a hand. Count them as cards dealt. Accumulated confidence, courage, self-love. Work went into holding these cards at last. And my attitude, my work, my friends, I am what these are. Promise me, don't rob me of these cards. Hometown, I'm running out of money, I might have to return. Hometown, let me keep hold of my urns. I'll be swallowed up by your overflowing drains. The rain will carry me down the river where I'll be caught by a Morrison's trolley. I'll just drown. I'll just freeze. Hometown, I'm on my knees. Don't invite me home, please. That's that. Yes.
No.
Beautiful. Really good, mate.
Yeah.
That was so beautiful. Oh my god.
You really don't want to go back home, do you?
I'm glad that's what you got. Yeah, I don't. I'm just worried. I'm worried that I'm not old enough to return. That I'll slip into like a older version of myself, you know? That's how I wanted to say it. So.
I think
That's interesting.
We really are like create. We become. We. How do I want to put this into words? Yeah, we are the product of our environment, and I really do get that. Like, if you go back to someone you used to be, you become a version of yourself that you are in that environment. Yeah, interesting.
Is it like that when you go home you feel like, is it like that you like moved in here, you feel like change, and if you would go back you would like become the same?
Like
You
I'd lose
don't-
the change.
And you don't want that.
Not yet, no.
Like it needs to like solidify before you can go back.
Yeah, like it's slippery. What I have now is like
What's your hometown?
Dover.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow, okay.
it's Dover.
Wait, how deprived is Dover? Quite.
At one point there were like 50 shops on our high street that were just closed and empty.
Oh my
Yeah.
awesome.
Mad.
But it's like, yeah, it's just a place of passing through. You know, it's like, yeah, there's certain things, but also just like my family as well, you know? It's like being around them. Like certain ways of learning love, you just don't want to be around. You have to unlearn things, don't you?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I find it interesting what you're saying about like this sense of coming home and it's kind of making you feel older, like you're becoming an older version of yourself. Do you get like that sense from like looking at people around you who are like twice your age and just have never left? What do you feel about that?
yeah, that's true. I feel as if they're like, that's not right. I feel like you're supposed to branch out and go somewhere,
Yeah.
you know? At least for a little bit and
You
then
say
come
you're
back.
supposed to.
Yeah, I feel like you're supposed to. Like to get...
Supposed. Why supposed? Like you have to develop as a person. You have to.
Yeah.
Like it's a prerequisite to leave.
To see more, to learn other ways of being. To be
Then-
challenged in ways you haven't been challenged
But if
before,
you're-
perhaps.
If you're, I mean, I think it's great to branch out and explore. But if you're truly content with just living the life that you have, maybe that's all you need. You know, like a farmer who just stays in his hometown, just enjoys that town, makes it his own. You know.
That's
Such
a good point.
content way to be.
It's like but maybe there's no right or wrong choice, is
No,
there?
of course not.
Yeah. So you choose to go, and then you live with that, or you choose to stay, and you just live with that.
One of them is more scary, I'm sure. Branching out is more risky.
I don't know, I feel like maybe staying in one
Maybe
place
we'll-
is scary.
oh,
Or
yeah.
watch everyone else leave.
That's true.
Yeah. If everyone else is leaving. Well, I'd love to reflect more, but I'm aware of your.
Yeah,
Your
it's
timing?
nothing major. Like, if you want to talk about it, we can.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Thank you for the comments. Thanks for listening. I'll come back with another one in a bit.
Sam,
Yeah.
you're up.
Oh. Lol.
Like the Hunger Games.
Again, another one.
Sam, after your one, I'm gonna have to shoot off. I think.
Okay, Has.
Yeah.
Should I take it out the thing? Or are we just going to keep on cycling?
You can take it.
I'll just take it out. Please do not more.
Okay.
It's also like, yeah, I feel like Seb's got like thousands, so he can keep going around.
Yeah, I've got a shitload. Maybe put it in once more after this.
Okay.
Yeah. Just keep whacking it back in.
It's just going to be sad.
Seb's poetry.
What the hat wants. What the hat wants, Riley. I work at the card shop in town. It's recording, right? I work at the card shop in town, Whistlefish, opposite the Cornish Bank. And when I'm on my shift and there's nothing happening in the store, I just stand and I look at people on the street. And on a particular morning, it was early, it was like 9 o'clock, and people were just waking up. The street was just waking up. This was a little while ago. People I saw on the Highstreet. My hazy eyes analysed the street. A silver man in a dark pinstripe waistcoat upon his head. A silver grease of hair. At once, he sits across from the shop, big bag in hand, fag dropping ash, and he stares. Following the wide-eyed gaze, for a moment, my eyes elude him and fix on a woman who's thin. She's approaching my shop. Will she come in? No, she bypasses it entirely. She's for the surf store. I can hear her keys jangling. Way past the front now, she turns the corner, and my eyes continue angling. And look, there's you. Hooked, sightseeing a ghost. Keep stepping with that walk that you do. There must be an art to the walk with the finesse you express. Between strides, you inhale a cigarette. And see, that's the trick of it. These hazy eyes imagine you, but we both know you no longer smoke. Gave up that fun as a result of a collapsed lung. The safest option. For you now, more is collapsing than ever, yet I wonder where you are. Because you don't answer my calls. I don't keep calling. I'd need your support if I was going through what you are. Where are you? Say my brain was one long sentient noodle. If it could, it would burst through my cranium and be with you in seconds. Knowing this situation you're landed at, I think my brain is becoming a noodle. In the back of my mind, I'm losing my mind. And look, there's you, strutting past my shop. Just a sliver of you remains, and I've lost you for now. Finally, the silver man begins to stand. He looks like a musician. He looks like an artist, living right here. The way his 40 or 50-year-old body gleams in that all-silver attire. Liar. I just say that because he looks like me in 20 or 30-something years. No, I don't drop fag ash, but I have a big bag. I wear waistcoats like that. I look like that, with worry written into the crevice of my wrinkled forehead. Him and I share the same glare. The one I do where my eyes pierce through yours. The one I do where I look wistful or broody or moody or wise. I look for your soul. Mine escapes through squiggles on a page. That's that.
That's really good.
Yeah, it was so good.
That's really good. Oh shit. Yeah, really contemplative.
Oh god. When was this? When did you write this?
A little while ago. Maybe September or something. October. Yeah. Yeah, a few months ago.
This isn't about the poem, but you know when you aware what you do when you're reading? You kind of reshuffle yourself to be, or the way your body moves. Are you doing that consciously, or is that just
It's like,
just happens? You know?
I think I don't sit still anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like to do a bit more of a performance, I guess.
'Cause
Yeah.
certain parts when you're moving, you like get closer, move back. Just
So-
wondered if that's a conscious thing or just how your body moves.
Yeah, maybe I guess a mixture, but I'm trying to like, trying to give out to you. Yeah, be more engaging, I guess. Yeah.
I love the idea of like you looking at someone through a window, and then at the end you are comparing yourself to that.
It's like what I saw outside. It was
Yeah,
like I was
what
there.
you saw outside then
Yeah.
became you basically,
Yeah,
and like kind of.
saw outside, but it became introspective, right?
Mm.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like there is quite a fine line between a window and a mirror.
Yeah. Just seeing yourself in people.
Quiet and seeing other people in people.
Yeah. It's interesting to like, I don't know, disseminate all the people that you see yourself in, or potentially like you could see yourself in, and what that pool of people would look like. Quite interesting. Form quite a good idea about what you think about yourself just from doing that.
Yeah. Actually, I used to, when I went to school, I used to like write a list of names of all the people I'd bumped into in the day or chatted with. So I had like this, sometimes it'd be like 5, other times it'd be like 20. It's like, but then you'd notice that some reoccur, obviously, like, your family or your closest friends.
Sounds a bit like your imagery as well, because then when I go through your books, a lot of them are photos of just social scenarios, and I see that certain people keep reoccurring. And
That's true,
I
yeah.
kind of pick up on that as well when I went through your book from that project, a couple projects back.
Mm. That was a fun one. Yeah. Yeah, well, thanks for listening to that.
Yeah, cheers, Sam.
Thanks.